What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. No, it was January 6th, 2024. Fool. All right. Bringing the heat. I'm excited. I think we got a commit coming today. Devin Sanchez. Keep an eye out. He'll be on NBC during the All-American Bowl. Hopefully the Buckeyes can lock him up. That'll be the number 2 corner in the class. 5-star Devin Sanchez for 2025. So good news is coming. Today we're talking offense, the 2022 offense versus the 2023 offense. What happened? And we're going to talk about some player grades here. I'm going to have to bust those open here real fast. Bang. 1, 2, 3. Remember. All right. Now let's go to points per game. Let's start off right there. How many points a game did your offense score? In 2022, they were second in the country with 44 points a game. 2023, 35th in the country, only scoring 30 points a game. That's a big 2-touchdown swing, folks. I don't want to hear the excuses. CJ played in 22. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to make a point here. Not just CJ, but the offense in general. Yards per game, 2022, the Buckeyes were 9th in the country with 490, almost 500 yards. This year, 45th in the country, 401 per game. Rushing yards per game, in 2022, we were 27th in the country, and that was 192 yards per game. This year, 76th in the country, 140 yards a game. And last year, remember, we had no Trey for half the year. He was injured. He only missed a few games this year, but we are without Trey last year for at least half the season. Mayan was injured for a while. We were down to Chip playing against the cheaters, So, but we still rushed for more than 50 yards per game than this year. Anyways, passing yards. 2022, we were 12th in the country, 298, so almost 300 yards. And then this year, 39th in the country, 261 yards per game. Not a huge fall off, 40 yards a game, but it's a difference for sure. 12th to 39th, Sacks per game. This one hurts. This one hurts. And it's obvious, you lose 2 of your starting tackles, your starting center. In 2022, we were 9th in the country, only 0.9 sacks per game. This year, we were 47th, allowing double that, 1.8 sacks per game. So almost 2 sacks. You could be pencil it in per game. That can't stand, man. That's why we said yesterday on the coaching staff that Justin Fry is on the hot seat. Quarterback sack percentage, 2022, they were 9th, 2.84% of the time they were sacked. This year, 51st, 5.41% of the time, almost double, same in 22. Third down conversions, this one was interesting to me. In 2022, we were 26th in the country. Only 45% of the time did we convert third downs. Now, this year, we were 33rd, so a slight dip, went down to 43% conversion rate. So still not great, but not that far off. And a lot of that was the running game issues we had in 22 and this year, not converting. Red zone scoring is touchdowns and field goals. In 2022, we were 3rd in the country. 95% of the time we scored a touchdown or a field goal. This year, 37th. That's pathetic. 87.5% of the time when we got in the red zone, we scored a touchdown or a field goal. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's look at the grades here. Carson Hinsman, let's start with him. He's the punching bag. And gave up 17 pressures. Run blocking on the season, a 54.8. Pass blocking, a 41.6. I did want to compare that to 2022. Luke Whippler, he was in 2022, he was an 81 run blocker and 84 pass blocker. Quite the dip. The 80s down to, 50s and 40s by Hinsman. Huge drop off. Obviously, that's one of the areas of concern. Matthew Jones, he's been pretty consistent. 2021, that was his best year. He graded an 89 and a 73 run and pass. Then last year in 2022, he was a 78 run, 66 pass. And then this year, he was a little worse in the run game, 71 to 66. So a little fall off there in the run blocking for Matt Jones. So he's off on his way. So we'll see if we can replace him with an upgrade in those areas. Donovan Jackson. This one is kind of concerning to me, especially the run blocking. In 2022, he was an 80 in run blocking and a 60 in pass blocking. Okay, you can kind of cover that up if it's right up the middle. Sometimes you can help out with a center or the tackle. But then this year, his run blocking dropped off to a 67, 80 down to a 67. But then his pass blocking went from 60 to 72 this year. I don't know what's going on there, man. He's got to do some improvement. There's no way he's off to the NFL. No, definitely not. Josh Fryer, he, let's see, made some improvements in 2022. He got in to 230 snaps, about half and half run blocking, pass blocking. He was a 58 run blocker, 55 pass blocker. Then this year, 2023, he was a 76 run blocker, 69 pass blocker. So improvements, yes, but he's no excuse me, he's no DeJuan Jones. DeJuan in 22, loading, he was an 85 run block, 78 pass block. It's hard to replace an 85 run block from your tackle, no less. So areas to continue to improve for Josh Fryer. We'll see if he gets moved down to guard. Who's to say? Left tackle here, Josh Simmons. Like we said, he did improve, did get worked over pretty bad in the Cotton Bowl, though, but did improve over the season, especially his pass blocking. Run blocking was mediocre throughout the year. But anyways, his grade at San Diego State in 2022, he was a 47 run blocker and a 65 pass blocker. This year at Ohio State, a 65 run blocker, so massive improvement there. Go to 47 to 65. Then, and in pass blocking, he went 65 up to 71. So improvement, yes. But when you look at Paris Johnson Jr., not much to compare. Paris was an 80 run blocker, 77 pass blocker. So you can see the level we need to get to, in comparing DeJuan and Paris and Whippler's numbers, their grades, to Hinsman and Simmons and Fryer. That's what we're aiming for. Those are the numbers. So that's all I got for you today. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.